What's happening, everybody? Oh, crap, I got the... There we go.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hi, everybody. See, you never saw me dance. You never saw me dance before because you can never see me before. There's always a little dance that goes with the music, so keep that in mind. Oh, where did my lower third go?
Oh, my.
Oh, you know, when I had a reboot, I lost my lower third. So, hi.
Okay.
It's a morning. Let's start this from the scratch. Hey, good morning. It's Thrifty Business with J and A. Time for a morning thrift haul. I'm your one host, Vegas J.
I'm Philly Nay. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we had a little bit of technical difficulty with my one monitor, so I was set, and then things went poo-poo. So let me fix that up real quick, and then we'll get into the show here. What's happening? Go ahead, Nay.
No. I thought I was riffing for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
It's just all these people talking about savers in the chat, and I'm going to be jealous on this show because I still have no savers.
Yeah, you did. You did. And
really? That I didn't know that they were in our area ever.
Yeah, if you go to Google Maps and type in savers, you'll see like 2 or 3 in Philly. And then when you click on them, it says permanently closed.
Oh yeah, there's none in the area.
You know,
like in the reasonably drivable distance, or none.
Yeah, there was one downtown, one on the north side, if I remember from the map. So.
Probably before I lived here, because I've been in the city for over 10 years, and there's never been one while I've been here.
Were you thrifting all those 10 years?
Yes.
All right, well then I don't know what to tell you. You got to come to Vegas. Y'all got to come to Vegas because
hopefully I'll get there in July.
No matter where you live, if you don't have them at all, or if you have some, I don't think any other area, especially a small like Vegas area, has 6. So that's why y'all got to come visit.
So you need to stop hogging all the savers there and disperse them a little bit. Give some to us.
My beard's a hot mess.
You're a hot mess this morning.
I am a hot mess right now.
Jeez.
So I'm going to wait for everyone to get in. We've got 38 right now. I know it's an early morning, and it just, you know, sometimes with schedules, and especially schedules with 3 little kids.
My kids have a half day today, so that's why we're...
Yep, so we're getting it done quick. Plus, she has to run out to pick up the kids and then go back to school for conferences.
Yes, I get a bonus this afternoon. I have to go back.
My children are sound asleep at my feet, and that's where they will stay all day.
Ooh, I think we might.
All right, before we get into it, while people are still waking up and getting their coffee and joining us, I want to thank someone. And they sent me a gift. I get a lot of gifts. Wait, what's happening down there?
We have she just jumped up and
she wants look at that.
Yes, Phoebe's making a surprise guest appearance here.
Phoebe wanted to see what's going on. Hi, Phoebes.
Yes.
So I tend to get a lot of Spice Girls gifts in the mail. And a friend and fan of the show, Amanda, said, "Hey, do you have this doll?" And there's many series of the Spice Girl dolls, and I have a ton, but not all. And so she sent me a picture of this baby Spice, and I said, "Oh no, I don't have that one." So she goes, I'd like to thank it to you for all the help you've given." So I get in the box yesterday, I take it out, and the box is super duper heavy still, and I'm like, kind of heavy packing material is she using? Well, that little trickster didn't tell me that I was also getting a box of Spice Girls pictures. So, before we get into my haul, Before we get into my haul, let's go through every one of these pictures. First, we have the girls.
To pick up my kids and.
First, we have the girls filming the movie. Okay.
We don't have time.
Then we have a little behind-the-scenes catch of Mel B being funny.
Oh, my.
Oh, here's Ginger outside, meeting some fans. There's my girls. Now, these are definitely something you bought, but they're such weird to have these candid photos. So, all right, I won't go, here they are in the middle getting their hair curled.
Okay, I think we're good. Thank you, though.
Oh, no, I got a lot more to go.
I know you do, and I appreciate that, but We are in a time schedule here, so thank you for sharing. But
Hey, Pittsburgh Pete, don't be mad because you're living in Pittsburgh and the weather blows, all right? You just chill, Mr. Pete. All right, so we got 60 people now. See, you got to wait. Sometimes you got to vamp. You got to vamp till everyone gets here because I don't want to have them miss it. So we'll do an extra special show where I talk about each and every picture.
and I'll have to leave to pick up my kids like probably a quarter of the way through the pictures.
All right, so I think I'll do the haul first and then explain about the future of Savers, or how I saw it the other day. So does that sound like a plan, Nay?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, here's what I picked up. Oh, I do have an empty crate behind me. Okay, here's what I picked up on Monday, and then I'll explain. Sorry, this one's kind of noisy. So here's a heavy-duty nylon Disneyland jacket. It says property of Disneyland Resort. It's double X. It's got the 55 on the front. It's got the patch on the sleeve. And I looked up how much things are going to be worth, just so I can tell you. All right, so this is about $35. If you watched my Periscope the other day, you will know that Mike Seaver called me on the phone the day I found this shirt. Kirk Cameron is out in the world shilling for Dr. Ben Carson. So I bought this shirt Monday morning. I get the robocall Monday night from Mike Seaver saying, "Hey, vote for Ben Carson." All right, so and that's worth $20.
That is really Kirk Cameron. He's really shilling for him right now?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that. Interesting.
So here we have vintage, made in the USA, Calvin Klein jeans. They're not they're not like vintage Levi's, but it's gonna be about $20.
They look large. Are they a good size?
They are 42s.
That's a good size.
Yep.
I bet you could do more than 20 for those.
This is all based on, I looked up this morning, things that are selling, how much you're selling for.
Size too.
Before the question disappears in the chat, I will answer real quick. Pittsburgh Mike, I know you pick up the silver tabs. Do you pick up the other vintage jeans like orange tab, older 505s, 501s? Yeah, if the price is right. I pick up all jeans, all Levi's. All right, this Space Mountain T-shirt is going to sell for about $15. It's from both Disneyland and Disney World.
Oh,
here is a Jack Kerouac T-shirt.
Cool. I like that.
So this one sells, I saw like 4. They all sell for $20. Here's a Johnny Cash T-shirt. I'm Johnny Cash.
Everybody loves Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Now the problem with Johnny, he's like Pink Floyd, like the Stones, like AC/DC, licensed everywhere. So this only get about $15.
Yeah, you can go into Target and find like an AC/DC or a Pink Floyd shirt now. So
now when we get to the end and I explain why I bought what I bought and what was going on, remember this shirt specifically. This is a new Smyrna Beach Harley Davidson shirt for Biketoberfest 1999. So this shirt is 16 and a half years old. It is crisp black, never been washed, and it's a Halloween shirt with Frankenstein riding a motorcycle.
Somebody just had that sitting in the back of their closet since 1999. Yep. That's awesome.
Yep. This one's kind of unique. It's a weird little label. It's KOBRON. I don't know the label. But embroidered, it says Hawaiian Songs. And then beneath that, it says, now for the first time across the top of the country, Northwest flies coast to coast. I don't know. It's a weird little Hawaiian shirt, but it's kind of cool. I couldn't find this one exactly, but I'm guessing this sells for about $18. Here's a ladies' long sleeve AC/DC for those about to rock shirt. That's $15. This is the Big Dogs brand, which I don't normally buy, but this is such an iconic image. The dogs playing poker.
Mm-hmm.
This shirt regularly sells for $20. If you don't know Crazy Shirts, they're a great brand of T-shirts out of Hawaii. And this one's new with tags. There's our new with tags. And this is the state fish of Hawaii, the huma huma nuku nuku apu a'a. So
very good.
That's going to be $20. And we're going to come back to this one, but this is Voodoo Donuts from Portland, one of the premier donut shops in the country. And this one should sell for around $15, but we're gonna revisit that one in a second. My wife works for Fidelity Investments, so I had to buy this, especially because It says Hollywood Bowl staff, and there was a time when Paul McCartney was the face of Fidelity. So I'm pretty sure this came from that concert.
Cool.
Yeah. Pam, what do you want me to say again? I say so much. When you type the word "say it again," what do you want me to say? Donuts, Premiere, New Smyrna Beach. All right, and this is the other one we're going to revisit in a second. It's 5 o'clock somewhere brand, and whose brand is that? That was a question to you, my dear.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere brand. Whose brand is that?
That would be. I know. It's Margaritaville guy.
Yes.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yes. Only because Angelique helped you. All right. This is a shirt for his song "Last Mango in Paris." Again, we're going to revisit this in a second, so keep that in mind. The brand on this, I had to look it up. Knit, it's an Irish sweater.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
There's the brand. Oh, the Last Mango in Paris will be $25. This sweater one just sold like it. It's a cardigan for $50. Here's a vintage, made in the USA, still have the dry cleaning tag on it. Polo by Ralph Lauren's tweed sports coat.
Cool.
And the sports coat, they're actually less than I expected. It's only going to be like $20, $25. Here's an awesome Steamboat Willie Disney backpack with ears that are pockets.
Oh, that's cute.
I couldn't find this one exactly, but I'm thinking about $30.
It's in good condition, like the black isn't all faded. That's good.
And this is because of the people in our group, the Thrifting board, telling me to look out for relic purses. I got this relic.
Hey, what brand is that? Do you know?
Relic. Fossil.
No.
Fossil.
Yeah.
So I got this relic purse in great shape. Oh, and that one will sell for $20, and this one just sold for $25.
Oh, I have one of those to list. Oh my gosh, so bad.
And then the last purse.
It looks like the last one you just showed. It's floral like that too.
The last purse is C. Marie, and they make these bedazzled purses. This one's new with tags. Grapes on the wrath there.
I've never heard. Can I see the tag on that? Can you show me the tag?
Yep.
I haven't heard of that brand.
It's all they make.
I can't see it.
That's the only problem with doing morning ones. The sun's blowing out every.
I can't see it. That's okay.
There we go. You can kind of see it there.
Yeah. I don't.
So that's all that. All right. Now, before we get to what I want to talk about, let's look at those two shirts. I said, hey, remember these two shirts? And I need to do a little screen share here. Now, I bought that Voodoo Donut shirt. If you've ever been to Portland or if you ever watch any of the travel shows about the best donut shops, Voodoo is always up there, always.
I've heard of it.
And I've been there. I've waited in line. It's amazing. Like we went, we were filming there, and so the assistant and I went at 10:30 p.m. on a Monday night and had to wait in line for 25 minutes to get a donut. That's how popular the place is. So that exact shirt sold twice in the recent past. And I'm going to share with you, this one sold for $2.99. Like, why even waste your time? So there it is. And this one, where'd it go? Shoot. Oh, there we go. $8.50. Now let's look at these two titles on the ones that sold for $2.99 and $8.50. Voodoo Donuts Tea. Where's the rest of their title?
Yeah.
Because there's a funny tagline on the front. It says, it's worth the wait, WEIGHT. Because you got to wait in a long line, and you're going to gain weight. Okay,
yes, I get
so
it.
funny tagline. It's called, and their tagline is, the magic's in the hole. They're in Portland. There's all these great characters on the shirt, and the whole title is Voodoo Donut T-shirt. I mean, look at all the stuff on this shirt.
I see there's a junior shirt that you had up there that sold for $24.99, and they had more keywords in it. It was a much more keyword-rich title, and it was a junior size, so...
And let's go back to these. And not that I want to beat up any other seller, but it's just to show you how you can do it better.
They undercut, yeah.
Well, look, this one's hanging in front of a door. This one's hanging in front of a wall. And it's a light-colored shirt in front of a light-colored wall.
It doesn't look like anything, yeah.
Look at this one right here, the one between them. they do what I tell everyone to do: get right to the artwork, and it
Yep.
stands out a lot better. Look at that one, sold for $25.
I know it's a junior size. That's the one I was talking. That's yeah.
There, this one sold for $18.98.
Yeah.
So yeah, so these titles could definitely use a lot of work, and so speaking of titles that could use a lot of work, as Nadine said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere is the Margaritaville brand and owned by Jimmy Buffett. Let's find the mistakes in this title, and this is why it's not selling for $20.
Jimmy Buffett isn't there.
Well, Jimmy Buffett isn't there, but the song is called "Last Mango in Paris." Why is the word "ate" ATE in the title?
Okay.
The song isn't "I ate the last mango in Paris." It's just "Last Mango in Paris."
Okay.
Okay, but let's really break this down. So if you're listing shirts, here's how to get more room in your title. Let's go down here and let's look at
The item specifics.
the brand. Okay, he put his 5 o'clock somewhere in the brand. That shows up when you search it. So at this instance, you don't need it up here too. Now, if you have room, sure. But
so you're saying Jimmy Buffett or if I use both, use the item specifics as well.
Because there's too many words. You've got to get Jimmy Buffett in, and I would get Margaritaville in because the tag does say Margaritaville right in the tag. So there's the tag. So if you're going to put it's 5 o'clock somewhere down here, that's cool. That's
new
fine.
is not needed in the keywords either.
Yep,
we know it's new from the condition.
Yep. And you don't need to add words that aren't there, like the word "ate" and
"in" isn't necessary either, because that doesn't. You could just.
Well, it is the title of a song, so you got to keep that correct.
But okay.
But you don't need all these caps, and always put Hawaiian and shirt next to each other. And there's a reason for that. Some of you might not know how to narrow down the search, but if you put something in quotes, it looks up those two words. They have to sit next to each other. So I do that a lot. So I put Hawaiian shirt in quotes, and that only brings up Hawaiian shirts where the word Hawaiian and shirt are next to each other. So when you're selling a Hawaiian shirt, even though this one isn't technically a Hawaiian shirt, but I'd still call it that, I would put Hawaiian and shirt right next to each other. All right?
Good tip.
You guys are all chatty today. All right, so let's talk about. All right, so chat room. Yeah, aloha, yes, for sure, but it wouldn't fit here, Sabrina, because we got too many words as it is. So I tend to use aloha at the end when I have space. And here's a tip. Here's why. Hawaiian shirts in Hawaii aren't called Hawaiian shirts. Like Chinese food in China, it's just called food. Same thing.
They're called aloha shirts.
They're called aloha shirts, so it's Aloha Shirt Friday in Hawaii. So keep that in mind because a lot of Hawaiian shirts go to Hawaii.
Ironically.
Yeah. And I'm going to sidetrack for a second. I love when things go back to where they came from. So I sold an Australian import CD this week that I paid $4 for. I sold it for $30 plus shipping back to Australia. Thanks, Australia.
And may I add, while on the subject of Hawaiian shirts,
yes,
today in our thrifting board social media thread, it is Hawaiian shirt theme day. So
yay!
If you have any Hawaiian shirt listings, go share them in our thread and get them sold.
And then one little bonus side note, a lot of times people complain about the speed of shipping, especially internationally. I got to tell you, international, especially to Australia, is moving so fast. That CD, and I sent a box of Kiss goodies to a friend in Australia. I mailed them last Wednesday, and they got them yesterday. 6 days to Australia, first class. Now, granted, I am on this side of the country, but still, that's damn quick. So I don't hear no crying and complaining. The postal service is moving. It is moving. All right. So, chat room, I have a question for you. So before we get on to this, 20 items. I just showed you 20 items. What do you think I paid at Savers for those 20 items? And I'll taint the last Mango in Paris shirt was $8.99. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what's going on at Savers, but what do you think I would have paid for those 20 items? So while I'm waiting for guesses, I know Nadine's got some good scores to share this week on tomorrow night's show, right, Nate?
Yes, actually, I do. I have some scores this week. I have another one from today. Actually, I woke up this morning to another sale. So
We've had some
looking
fun
really good.
guesses, $35, $50. Some ridiculous guesses. Come on, Janet. You think I paid 5 cents for 20 items? Where's this magical place?
I want to go there.
Yeah, 88, 29, 25, 20, 35, 68, 38, 109, 65, 40. Good guesses. All right, let's talk about our while you guys are still guessing. Our guest tomorrow night is Dusty, the Alabama picker, and perhaps his wife. Dusty does not like big box thrift stores like I do, and he likes flea markets and junk stores, and he's quite good at it. So it'll be the first time we're going to talk really in depth about flea markets. And flea markets can definitely be overwhelming. It is nice to shop in a thrift store where it's climate controlled. There's a bathroom to go pee pee in. When you're out in the field, sometimes it's a little overwhelming. All right, so you,
Yeah.
Jan says you're a mover and shaker, Jason, wheel
He
and
would
deal.
love our Philly junk store where you can hardly move in the
Yep.
aisles. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a
Like
mover and shaker and wheel and deal, but I don't get 20 items for a nickel.
you have to like that place is so jam packed with junk that like literally and I'm a little clumsy, so I worry about breaking stuff in there. Like literally the aisles are so narrow that you have to really kind of not move to not swing and break something behind you. It's crazy.
All right, those couple of you were very close. Like actually, a couple of you were dead on. All right, so my wife, my wife and I are both have Savers cards, so that means once you have the card, you're on the email list. And
Yeah.
she gets the email, and I didn't get it. I don't know why, but it was one day only, Monday, February 22nd, which was obviously 2 days ago. Stuff a bag sale, $10, outlet department items only. So that's all it says. And then if you've been watching our show, you all know Cambridge. Cambridge is my good friend who works at that. It's just at that one Savers. Works there, and she goes, "Hey Jay, did you see the sale we're having?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, Stacy showed me the email." She's like, "Cool," and she wasn't working, but I said I'll check it out. Now, that Savers, it's so big that they had to rent about a third of the space to a little mall. Just it's a mall crap, really. And based on them calling it the outlet department items, I thought they were closing that mall out and selling all of that stuff. So I waltzed in an hour and 15 minutes after it opened, and they had set up in the back of the mall a mini Savers. And I'm just like, oh, I misunderstood this whole thing. I thought they were closing out new stuff. So I was going to look for, some FBA Amazon opportunities. That's what I was looking for. I'm on the air. So I get back there, and it's only clothing and bedding. So there's no tchotchkes, there's no glasses and cups, but it's a full-on mini Savers. And you grab a normal brown paper bag, and you fill the bag as much as you can get into it for $10. So those of you who said $20, you are dead on, because I filled 2 bags with those 20 items. So they were $1 a piece. And I was talking to the manager, and I said, what's up? This is kind of unique. And she goes, well, you've been to the Goodwill outlets? I'm like, yep. And I told her the story how I took my wife. My wife was just horrified, we'll never go again. So it is their attempt and their version of doing the Goodwill outlets, but clean. Everything's on the rack. Everything's in its place. Men's clothes, women's clothes, by size. It is not, if you've never been to an outlet, you're not going to understand this, how nice this is compared to the outlet. But the outlets are free for all. And I said, what's going on? And she goes, well, we got all these clothes that work their way through the system, like Goodwill Outlet, and it doesn't sell. And we're gonna try this. This is an experiment, and we're gonna do it once a month. And if it works, other stores in the country, not every store, other stores in the country will do it too. And I was just, okay, let's go back to the Frankenstein riding a Harley Davidson from a 1999 Biketoberfest shirt that's never been washed. That never got purchased. How can that be?
I hear my dog chewing on something, so I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Yes.
The last Mango in Paris Jimmy Buffett shirt made it through the system and ended up at the point where if they didn't do this outlet, all that stuff was going to be baled and sent to the recycler. So it was amazing to me that, and I was an hour and 15 minutes late, and there was tons of pickers already there. But I guess my friend who was in charge of it said, I'm surprised you're the first one I recognized today. And like, I didn't get the email, even though my wife did. So I don't know what happened. Maybe the emails got screwed up and there was a separate little entrance door. But all these things are worth well more than $1. And I'm sure if I took even more time, I could have dug through more. But this is what I grabbed: $20 for 20 items, and I added up what everything should sell for, and that $20 will turn into $448.
We have
So,
I'm sorry to interrupt. He killed Woodstock.
yes, he did kill Woodstock.
Yes, so.
See, Ryan, Ryan's my buddy who I went drink with last night. Ryan said he didn't get the email either. So I think that was their downfall. So I got to tell my friends, if this experiment didn't feel like a winner, there's something wrong with the emails. So it was very cool. It's very cool because they're trying something new, and it could be great for all of us. And it's not a messy environment. It's not a free-for-all like the Goodwill outlets. They saw what Goodwill outlets did with their excess before, and whatever doesn't sell now, then we'll go to the baler and go to the recycler. But, I saw tons of people leaving with full bags full. Like the guy next to me had 8 bags. Oh, and cash only. Cash only. So they're saving the 3% on credit cards. So it's a bummer because I like to get my miles. But, hey, man, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. And I now go, shit, what was good there that I missed? Because I was being lazy getting there because I thought it was something else. Like, I thought I'd find some things, but not realizing there was going to be a mini saver set up. So that is the future of savers. I hope it works. I hope it comes to other parts of the country.
Yes, that's what we need.
I will, based on me not getting it and Ryan not getting it, I will mention when I stop in there this week to my girl in charge, Lori, that not all of us got the emails, and that could have been a part of the problem why you didn't see more recognizable faces. Because if Stacy didn't read her email and I wasn't good friends with Cambridge, I wouldn't have been there. Luckily, I have 2 people looking out for me, Cambridge and my wife.
Well, they should also do some more in-store advertising too for.
Yeah, and I don't know if they did because I wasn't in there that weekend. Yeah, and it's going to be at that location because that location has the room. And I'm so mad I didn't take a picture. I was just so dumbfounded because I walked into something totally different than I expected. I didn't think to take a picture, but it was exactly nicely set up.
That's
racks, double racks, the bedding. Oh, comforters were $4 no matter what because they realize a comforter won't fit in a bag and it'd be silly to charge $10.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the next time I see it's coming up, and I'll talk to Lori, the manager, and see if we can get it a little more of advance notice. If anyone's coming to Vegas, living in Southern California or Phoenix, you want to come up and go tear it apart with me, I'd love to have you. So when the next one happens, I will definitely see if I can get enough advance warning to put the word out to all of you that I'm going to go tear it up.
Cool.
And Amanda just tuned in, and Amanda, you got to go back and watch because I thanked you and showed the awesome Spice Girls presents you sent me. So thank you very much. I saw that you messaged me that you said you were fashionably late, but that's cool. But thanks. And now we're going to go back to going through each picture. So here's a picture of the girls.
All right, bye, everybody.
So, yeah, that was just a short haul. I mean, it was only 20 items, but I thought it was a cool, unique thing they're doing. I wanted to share with you guys because, I'm on top of it. I'm on top of what's happening. I wanted to share it and get it out there so you guys can benefit too. And if it works and as it expands across the country, we will make sure to share with you when we hear of the new places doing it. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night, normal time, Thursday night, 9 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. Best Coast. It is me and Nay and Dusty, and we're going to talk scores, duds, the usuals, and then we're going to talk flea markets. And I love flea markets, and we only have one here, and it mostly sucks.
I've grown. Actually, I was telling Jay this past week that I've actually grown up on flea markets, and my doorbell just rang. So.
All right. So Nay will say goodbye, and then I'll close it
bye,
now.
Everybody.
Don't get your door, Nay. Yeah, I grew up in flea markets, so it'll be good to talk about the ins and outs of flea markets and junk shops. So it should be a good show. So tune in tomorrow night. Thank you, everyone, for our early morning show. Man, we had 100 people this morning, so. I thank you all for tuning in. You guys are great. We love you all, and thanks everyone for keeping up with us. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. my time. Bye bye.